Hello friends, today we will be talking about in general career planning for the MBAs and as regards the choice of specialization in their final year. Albert Camus says your life is the sum of all the choices that you make. I have seen MBA students running from post to pillar, asking experts, asking their seniors, asking their teachers, mentors, parents as regards what specialization they should be choosing. But then I, for one, feel that before you choose a specialization, you have to have a clear understanding of the macro picture of the economy, contemporary economy, and the economic conditions in the near future. And you also have to have an understanding of your own strengths and weaknesses. And thirdly, the micro picture of the economy. Now, when you have your homework done on all these three counts, then the journey seems to be smooth. So let's talk about the general conditions. Majority of the MBAs that we produce are job seekers. They are not job providers. All job seekers must know that today the contemporary economy is generating lesser jobs. Thanks to the technology, which is adding to the problem of creation of less jobs. Now, job profiles are also changing these days, and they tend to be very dynamic. So it would be unfair of an MBA expecting to take up a job for a lifetime. So you have to be prepared to hop around, to change the course of your job, and be prepared for the worst. It's imperative that MBAs also keep honing their skills from time to time, keep checking with the emerging business models, keep checking the impending waves, and then try and take the advantage of the first movers. Now, history is replete with examples that people who have taken advantage of the first movers have succeeded in life. I know it's hard to do all that I have been talking, but once you have the right frame of mind and you develop those adaptability in you, you start realizing that this is the new style of career making, and this is the way that you need to move forward. Now, my advice to all the job seekers is to enhance your adversity quotient and have the best mindset to face eventualities. Now, job seekers face a dilemma as regards the kind of jobs they need to choose. Jobs could be international jobs, jobs could be national in metros or in the local cities. Now, people who are prepared to take up international jobs, they may find that these jobs carry higher perks, but they demand high competency. They demand sacrifice. Of course, they offer job satisfaction, better working conditions, but these jobs depend on geopolitical factors. These jobs depend on the relationship of our country with other countries of the world. These jobs are subject to change. They are subject to be abruptly ending anytime. So international jobs are a good option, but you also need to develop your competencies and be prepared to take up any emergency, any volatility that comes your way. Now these metro jobs, they definitely are in your own country, and now you have good means of transportation, so you could quickly come in and go. These jobs do not carry good paying perks as compared to international jobs, but they do give you job satisfaction, they give you avenues of promotion, they do give you some fair amount of salaries. But then today's condition in India as of now are not very encouraging. But don't forget, India has got tremendous potential to bounce back. So this is just a curve. What we are seeing in the form of corona is just a curve in the journey. It's not the end of the road. We will surely bounce back and things will definitely come back on the trajectory. Now jobs which are local. Now there are students who have problems in moving out of the town. They have their own domestic issues, so they prefer settling for local jobs. Local jobs, the biggest disadvantage is they may not be very fascinating in terms of salaries, in terms of career growth, in terms of job satisfaction, but they are an option. Now this pandemic, this deadly corona, has impacted all the jobs, international, national as well as local. Now in such scenarios, the best option for any graduate is to keep upgrading his qualification and keep upgrading his skills until he finds the right opportunity. Another important aspect that I would like to talk on career planning is self-employment. A smaller percentage of MBAs have taken up self-employment. Now, there are graduates who see these challenging times in a different perspective. They also see opportunities emanating out of these times. They see a silver lining. They are the ones who love to take risk. They are the ones who love to take up challenges. My advice to people seeking self-employment is to begin modestly, in a humble way, on a small scale. And such people have the advantage of Startup India, Stand Up India. The government has created excellent platforms, and now India is seeing a rise in venture capitalists. There are people who are willing to fund ideas which are promising in nature. So people who would like to take self-employment have got excellent opportunities. There are MBAs today, even from top-notch schools, who are taking up social entrepreneurship. Now this social entrepreneurship is an area where you need to be a little selfless, think about the downtrodden, try and make a difference in the lives of the lesser privileged. Now let's talk about specializations for final year MBAs. As I told in the beginning of my talk, this is certainly a crucial task, for it shapes your future. But I don't think that this choice will control your life for the rest of the years to follow. Even if you make a wrong choice, you ought not to worry so much about it, because there is always time to recoup. There is always time to come back. Now, MBA institutions largely offer specializations in 3 streams: HR, marketing, and finance. There are institutions which offer dual specializations also. In VTU, we offer dual specializations. Now, there are institutions world over who have other specializations also, depending on the conditions of the economy and the local markets where they operate. In VTU, you can have a full-fledged finance specialization, a marketing specialization, and an HR specialization. You can also opt for finance marketing, marketing HR, HR marketing, HR finance. So these options are available to you. Now, how does a student choose this specialization? What are the factors that one must look into before he decides on the specialization? Now, your interest and background counts a lot. Nobody knows you better than you yourself. So if you are interested in numbers, if you want a job to sit and perform, if you are good in analysis, if you're good in data management, if you're good in computational matters, if you're good with computational softwares, if you're good in planning and handling cash, if you're good in terms of accountability, in cash and cash related matters, I think finance is the option for you. You may find comfort in finance, maths, commerce, science related backgrounds. Now, finance specialization offers you careers in a wide spectrum of areas. You could take up a bank job, you could take up a corporate job, you could also appear for jobs which demand analytical skills, which demand financial analysis. If you love traveling, if you love field job, if you are good at achieving targets, if you are good at convincing people, if you are good at interpreting human behavior, if you are good in handling customers, if you are good in solving customers' problem, then marketing is the option for you. Of course, these jobs in marketing are also very promising, but they are equally demanding. And these volatile situations, in fact, create a lot of opportunities for people with marketing specialization. And history is replete with examples where marketing and finance specialization have, by turns, depending on the business cycle and the mood of the economy, they have been leading the student community choices. If you're good with people, if you understand people's behavior, if you're good in solving employee problems, if you love, again, back-end jobs, if you love training, if you have good listening skills, if you have good persuasive skills, you're good in understanding the dynamic human behavior, if you're good in solving conflicts, if you're good in record keeping, if you're good in measurements and issues, if you're good in acting as a liaison officer between the management and the employees, if you love an in-house job, then HR is the option for you. Today, institutions offer dual specialization, and these dual specializations provide an opportunity to MBAs to become all-rounders, and VTU students are fortunate that VTU is providing them this opportunity of dual specializations. Friends, today the world economy is facing unprecedented challenges We have the issue of pandemics. We have the problem of climate change. We have issues of foreign relations amongst different developed economies of the world. Amidst all these uncertainties, creation of jobs is not very robust. Pay perks may not be very attractive, as I said in the beginning. The economic conditions may sometimes test your patience. Attitude of developed nations towards developing nations is not very healthy. Getting a job is one thing. Being successful is quite another. In order to be successful on your job, most of them say you have to be intelligent, you have to be skilled. But recent research says that to be successful in your job, qualities like hard work only account for 30%. They guarantee you success to the extent of 30%. Staying honest and committed accounts for 50% of your success. And the rest 20% goes to your skills. So research now says the first thing that needs to be imbibed by employees is try to be honest and committed. That fetches success to the extent of 50%. And then comes your hard work, and then comes your skill sets. Let me once again tell you, friends, that the choice of specialization is certainly a very important task, but it is not that the choice will control the chooser for a lifetime. You can always come back in life. You can always recreate things. You can always rectify and move ahead in life. My best wishes to all of you who are pursuing their MBAs. I request you to share this with all your friends, regardless of the program, regardless of the university and the college that they are pursuing their MBA from. I only feel and I hope that you all make a fantastic career, bring laurels to the nation. All the best and God bless you. Thank you. If you have liked this video, please click the like button and subscribe for my channel.